Hello everyone, today we're going to be making some Super Bowl Sunday finger foods from Jack Scalfani. Now we're going to do a couple different things. We're going to make his cheesy bread. We're going to make a my take and a kind of I stole shit from the viewers version of it. And we're going to make his salsa and cream cheese dip to go with it. And we're going to make a cheese crisp. Now, the cheese crisp looks like a quesadilla, but it's totally different, I promise. So we're going to start with the cheesy bread here. So you want to get a decent-sized loaf of sourdough bread from the store. They don't have the big sizes like he had. I had to get a packet of 4 of them. So I'm going to make 2 of these. Like I said, I'm going to make one my way and one his way. So we're going to use one of these. Get yourself a bundle of scallions, or they're called green onions too. Get whatever kind of cheese you want, but we're going to use pepperjack cheese because it has Jack in the name of it. I'm also drinking a lot of Jack Daniels when I make this. Get some poppy seeds because you're going to use a little bit of that, and you're going to need a stick of butter for his version. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a nice serrated knife with our bread, and we're going to make some lines through the bread. We're not going to cut all the way through it, but we want to get a decent portion through it, and make it relatively small because you're going to want to be able to pull it apart later. We're going to do it both ways here. Go one more. There we go. Go one more time. I want to go all this way through it. One more. And yes, I'm actually using a proper knife this time instead of a fucking watermelon knife. Alright, so we got this. You see how it pulls apart nice and it's still all together. So we're going to take all of our pepperjack cheese. I'm going to use half of this on here. If you actually get a nice size thing, use all of it. But I'm going to use the other half of the pepperjack on my take. But we're going to put all the pepperjack stuffed right inside the little holes here. Put it right down in here. If you have to fold it in half, do so. I'm just going to let it wildly hang out because this baby's going to melt. Hopefully this baby melts really nice. So give me a second to get all the cheese in here and I will be right back. Alright, so I got my last piece of cheese in here. Like I said, just stuff it wherever you can find space that you think cheese needs to go. So we'll get that in here. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our stick of butter, put it in some kind of container. We're going to put a little bit of poppy seeds in here, and we're going to put it in the microwave for about a minute until it melts. Now his recipe has 2 tablespoons or teaspoons. I'm just going to put some in here. I think a little bit more. He had a bigger cup when he was doing it. A little bit more. Alright, that should be good. I'm going to put this in the microwave for a minute. Alright, now we're going to move this off to the side for a minute and then we'll show you how to wrap it up. But we want to take our scallions here and we want to cut these into nice fine dices. I can't really see. Alright, and our butter's coming out, so we'll go grab the butter real quick and I'll show you what we're going to do. Some stuff over here's our butter mixture, so when we're ready to put it on, we're going to mix this up a little bit so the poppy seeds go on everywhere. But I fixed some of my scallions a little bit. I just kind of shredded them apart. The knife's pretty sharp, but I'm surprised I'm just too lazy to cut all the way through. Alright, so you need some aluminum foil. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a nice big piece of aluminum foil over whatever kind of tray you're going to break it on. He's using a cookie sheet. I'm just using one of my... it's not really a cookie sheet, but it's a baking pan. And we're going to want to wrap our bread. So you're going to probably need a couple pieces of it here. So we'll put one piece here. We're going to put all of our butter and poppy seeds over the top of it. So I'm going to mix this just a little bit more. I'm just going to pour it right in here. Poppy seeds out. Now I'm kind of excited about this. I don't know what you guys think, but I can't go wrong with cheese bread. Alright, we're going to take some of our scallions here. I'm gonna use the whole thing. I'm just gonna put them right over the top of these. Actually, I'm not gonna use the whole thing, but I'm gonna use a generous amount of it. All right, we got our scallions here, and we're gonna wrap this. Wrapped. A little bit open, but that's fine. Looks good. Alright, now we're going to bake this at 350 for 15 minutes. After it's done, we're going to unwrap the aluminum foil from it, and we're going to bake it for another 10 minutes. Now, while this is cooking, I'm going to show you how I'm going to make my version of it. So I'm going to set a timer. I'll be right back. I got it in. We're going to do the same thing, except for my version, I'm going to use a little bit of minced garlic. We're going to use mozzarella cheese. We're going to use bacon bits. And we're still going to use the pepperjack cheese. But I'm also going to use our Chef Talia Orlando Lakes, which is technically a mix, garlic butter instead of regular butter. Obviously, you can do whatever you want. Same thing as before. We're going to cut through it, but not all the way. Alright, good. It comes right open nice. Alright, we're going to do the same thing as Jack. We're going to get some aluminum foil. Put right over this. Now, don't use a dirty pan, obviously. If you want to, that's your prerogative, but put this right on top here. Open her up. Shove some of this bacon in here. Because I think actually this would be really good with bacon. I don't know why. I'm not a big bacon guy. I'd prefer, like, for my breakfast foods, I'd prefer sausage, but I just have a good feeling with the bacon on here. We're going to add in a little bit of garlic butter and the minced garlic first, and then we'll put the cheese on last. I guess I won't be able to have room for the pepper jack, so I'll do it with mozzarella. See if I can't get it inside here. Oh yeah. Put a little bit of our minced garlic. Just a touch, we don't need a lot. I guess whoever's getting that piece right there is going to have quite a bit of minced garlic on there, but just a touch. We'll sprinkle some cheese, try and stuff it in here. Now, I don't think it'll matter too much if you get the outside all fucked up with cheese. I think that'll make it even better. I mean, you just want that warm, gooey fucking cheese just everywhere. Alright, I think that's good. I'm not going to try and get the pepper jack in there, but I'll try and get this, stuff this right in here. Right on the top. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up and put it right in the oven too for the same amount of time. We'll do the 15 minutes just like how he's doing it, and then we'll do the 10 minutes uncovered. So we'll come back in a minute and we'll start our other stuff while we do this. Alright, so we're going to be making his cheese crisps now while those are still in the oven. Now what you're going to need is a burrito size tortilla shell. Mine is a lot bigger than burrito size. I wasn't going to go buy a whole new pack for this. You're going to need some kind of cheese. He likes the Mexican blends. And you're going to want some butter for this. So we're going to start by putting just a nice little layer of butter on our tortilla shell. Now we want the tortilla to be pretty relatively warm. We don't want it to be like out of the refrigerator, stone cold or anything. Basically, we don't want it that cold because it doesn't heat up too well. But if you had it in the refrigerator, just pop it in the microwave for 10-15 seconds. That's what I did. If you just leave it out too long, it'll get dry. I had another one I just left out to try and be room temperature, and it was too dry. But I don't know, some people put them in the refrigerator, some don't. We put them in the refrigerator because we use quite a bit of them. Alright, I got most of this covered pretty good with the butter. So we're going to take our Mexican blends. We're going to open it up. We're going to put a nice helping on here of cheese. We want to cover this bad boy real good with cheese, because your guests are going to love this. I think that should be good. Maybe a little bit more. Now, I forgot, you also want to have some onions diced up to put in here as well. So I already did some of that, so we're just going to sprinkle them right inside here. And yes, I'm going to use a hard G on that with those onions. I want them all in every dish I make. Pretty much I notice every dish I make seems to have onions in it. I guess people just love onions. Alright, so we're going to take it to the pan. We're going to take it to the pan while the pan's still cold, because that's obviously how we cook. And as you can see, it doesn't fit too well in my pan here, so we'll make it work. We'll turn it on. Now what we want to do is, we can't really see it, but we want the butter to melt and the cheese to kind of lightly cook. And we're going to fold it in half, and we're going to lightly cook it on each side. So we'll see how it looks here in just a few minutes. Right now it's been about a minute or two. You can probably see some of the butter that's right there is melted pretty good that I can see. And if I open up the bottom, you can see the bottom starting to get ready to go. So we're just going to flip this in half. We're going to pound her down. We're going to hopefully fit it in the pan. Now I'm going to make mine obviously a little bit browner than Jack's here. And hopefully you guys use a bigger pan. We're probably going to have a lot of cheese that didn't get around the edge, so we can either cut it off or whatever. So, but we're going to give it another couple minutes here for the inside to melt. We're going to flip it a couple times, probably just once, and then I'm going to show you how to cut it. Okay, it's finally done. It didn't take too long, but the middle's probably going to be freaking cold. You see how it got a little dark on the outside, but that'll be alright. It's a cheese crisp, so we want it to be nice and crispy. I wouldn't use my fucking pan again, but basically how you want to cut it is you're going to cut it once in the middle. So we'll cut it nice in the middle. We'll cut it one on each side. You can make as many of these as you need to for your party. We'll get these set up. I definitely burned this one a little bit, and the cheese is probably not even melted all the way. You know what? It melted pretty good. So we'll set this aside, wait till our cheesy bread's done, and now we're going to make our dip. Alright, so for our dip, it's just going to be salsa. You can get any kind that you like. I like Tostitos Chunky Mild, and you're going to need 1 brick of cream cheese. We're going to open this brick up. Now make sure that this has been sitting out for a while. If it's cold, it's not going to be as good. So I've been having this sit out for about, oh Christ, it's been like 6-7 hours now, so I think it's definitely nice and soft now. Let's see if I can't get this bad boy open without killing myself. Yeah, you can see how nice and soft it is. Put this right on the plate. Take this and move it a little bit right in the middle of the plate. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to open up your salsa. There we go. You're just going to pour right on top of it. Now make sure you haven't shooken your salsa at all. And you're going to put a little on the sides. You're going to get a spoon. I'll just use this spatula I had. You're going to press it up against the side of this here. You're going to press it up against the side. And then that's it for our salsa mix. Doesn't it look nice and beautiful? Look at that. Oh, perfect. Absolutely amazing. So we'll try these out after our cheesy bread's done. Okay, Jack should be ready for the first part. I still got about 4 more minutes on mine. Oop, that part came off a little bit. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to open the top of this right up. Oh, look how that looks. That actually looks really nice. Ooh, and it smells pretty good too. I'm impressed, Jack. I'm just going to roll the tin foil back a little bit more. And we're going to cook it uncovered for another 10 more minutes. So we'll be right back. Okay, so mine's done for its 15 minutes in here. So we're going to grab it. We're going to do the same thing. See how mine came out. Probably a mess, but whatever. Yeah, it's still got a little bit, obviously. Cheese is barely melted still, but we should have another 10 minutes, but I think this smells good too. I can smell the garlic in it, and the bacon looks really nice too. Bacon's actually kind of warm, so we're going to put this back in for the next 10 minutes and we'll see how it looks. Jack's bread should be done now, so we'll take a look at it. Oh, look at this. Wow. I'm actually impressed. I was excited to make this. Now it's still a little soft, which is good. The outside's nice and crispy. I can hear it crisp. Oh yeah. Yeah, this looks pretty good. The cheese is all nice and melted. Let's see if I can take... Oh, I guess I can't get a nice slab like he got. Ooh, that'll be nice for later. Alright, so I'm going to wait until my bread comes out, and then I'm going to try both of them. It's hot, but I don't think it'll burn my mouth if I try this, so it should be good. Alright, mine should be ready now, so we'll take a look at it. Oh yeah, cheese is nice and gooey melted. Bacon smells good. Let's see. Looks like I missed a little spot here. Nobody's getting cheese or bacon on this end, so that's a flaw on mine. I would probably like it in a little bit longer, but I think this will be alright. Yeah, I would, if I was doing this, if I did this a second time, I would probably put the cheese in first, try and get it more on the inside. Most of my cheese is just on the top. But it's got the same idea here. It looks like some of it didn't melt all the way, but that's not a big deal. So we'll try. I'll have a little piece of this one. I got a piece of bacon on here. Do I got the garlic? Nope. A piece right here. Yeah, we'll grab this one from the middle. And I'll try this. I got that piece from this one, so we're going to try this one first. Sorry, I had to take off my retard equipment. So we're going to try his first. Looks pretty good. Nice and crispy. The scallions weren't as bad as I thought. The cheese is nice and melted. It's actually really good. Might have to have another bite. And that pepperjack just goes really nice with it. I would definitely recommend this. Let me try mine now. I got some of the bacon. You can see some of the garlic butter on the bread itself, so try mine. Good too. I would the flavor from the garlic really boosts this. I would actually probably definitely put some garlic in his original recipe, and I would make the mozzarella cheese go down inside of this more, but I like this with the bacon in it too. I think the bacon really gives it its kick. And for those wondering, it is pre-cooked chopped bacon already, so don't try and put raw bacon inside of it. I doubt it'll cook all the way. If you're going to do it with bacon, cook up your own bacon first. I wouldn't do like whole slabs of it like we did the cheese. I would probably bit it up, cut it up just like bacon bits too. If you did it whole slab, somebody would just take it all. That's good though. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we want to have some of the salsa. Now, you want to be a courteous guest when you're with other people. So we don't want to just take our bread and just dip right into it. No. we want to get a spoon, take a little chunk of it, and apply it over the top of our bread. Just like this. Now it's just cream cheese and salsa, so you really can't go wrong with it. Since I don't have any other friends, I'm just gonna dip right in. And now if this was cold, this won't work out so well. Well, it's actually really good. Really good with this bread too. Alright, so the last thing we got is this cheese crisp. And now I know I burnt the shit out of it. I'm not gonna lie, I burnt it. That's not on Jack, that's on me. He barely cooked it up. This is why you get the burrito size and not the large size that I had. But we'll try it. Give me a minute to finish that bite. Salsa's a little spicy for me. I'm still a bitch even though it's mild. Can you believe that? It's good. I don't like the onions in it. It's stupid to put onions in this for me anyway. But I'd eat it. And this would probably be better to dip in your cream cheese salsa base instead of the bread, but both work really well. I would actually recommend everything here, except obviously if you're gonna do salsa, shake it up a little bit. That was a good joke for it though. But everything's really good. Good job, Jack. Hopefully somebody out here likes this. And I just want to do one last thing before I go. Since it is Super Bowl coming up, I'm gonna shill. The reason I did not do wings or pizza, well, I'm working on a pizza video, but anyway, the reason I didn't do his wings or anything, I want you to go out to restaurants and pre-order today. It'll probably be Saturday by the time this uploads, and get something from your local restaurant. Even if you don't want to watch the game, I don't know, play John Madden football or something. Go outside, but at least get something from your local restaurant to support them. Alright, see you later.